It is Kennedy Blades, the middleweight champion here in Real American Freestyle. She has been so dominant on the RAF stage. And Reese Larramendy. Kennedy Blades has arguably had the most dominant career in RAF history to date. Unbeaten and unscored upon in her 3 matches. Blades has ended each match by tech fall and stands as the women's middleweight world champion here in RAF.
So the first thoughts I had about RAF, I knew this was going to be something so special. This is something that the sport needed for way too long, right? Wrestling, as we know, is one of the first sports. So why not showcase this and promote it outside of just wrestling, right? And so when Coach Izzy came up to me and told me about this idea, I was like, I'm all in, Coach. What do I need to do? And he's like, you're going to be the athlete. And I was just so excited. I'm like, this is the beginning of something new. And so I always believed in RAF. There are some professional leagues that just never worked out. But how it was described, right, to showcase these athletes, to have a storyline, to interact with the fans, that's exactly what wrestling needs. And I wish that that was a thing when I was a little girl. I just couldn't imagine where I would be now, right? So just these little things that RAF changes compared to any other professional league, but also any wrestling league, it's just something special. The fact that it's a 1-year anniversary and we've came so far, I'm so happy to be part of it.
The following is scheduled for 3 periods and at a catch weight of 150 pounds. Introducing first from Reno, Nevada, a 2024 NCAA champion and U23 World Team member, Reese Larramendy.
Reese Larramendy. Her and Kennedy Blades go back to their days at Wyoming Seminary. They were teammates at Iowa. Tonight, they stand on opposite lines of the mats.
And her opponent from Chicago, Illinois, a U23 World Silver Medalist, a 2025 World Bronze Medalist, a 2024 Olympic Silver Medalist. She is the Real American Freestyle Women's Middleweight Champion,
One of the faces of Real American Freestyle, Kennedy Blades. She has outscored her opponent's Jill 32-0. She is unscored upon, and how about this? She just won another national title for the Hawkeyes, 19-0. She gave up 2 points all season long. Video game numbers. You can't make this stuff up, Jill.
And she's just beautiful on top of that. Listen, she's got a task in front of her right now because this happens to be a friend of hers. This happens to be a training partner. They know each other well.
Yeah, they do. And what an opportunity for Reese to be able to come into a match on 1 day's notice and compete for the title.
I was speaking with Chuck Kearney earlier. He's who I go to for all knowledge of women's wrestling, and he told me he has seen these two in the practice room, and all he said is, Chael, this match is closer than people think.
Larramendy won a UWW rankings. And it's going to be more points for Kennedy Blades. Now 4-0.
But smart wrestling by Larramendy. The way she bellied out there, she could have given up 4. She's bellying out. She's doing a great job in parterre.
Not even Blades, she's up 4-0.
Nice shot for Kennedy, gets that double right out of the cannon. Kennedy Blades wrote the book on a double leg next to Jordan Burroughs.
By the way, what happened that when Kennedy threw Hornacek for 5? Was that supposed to happen? Do you remember that clip they were doing for Fox News?
I'll tell you this, Abby Hornacek wrestling.
Yes, I believe she's
Abby's a champ. I mean, she's got some courage.
I believe she's only done 1 wrestling takedown ever, and it happened to be against Kennedy Blades.
I'm not
like that.
letting Kennedy Blades do that to me. She's got more courage than I do, does Abby.
Larramendy needs to know where she's at. She stepped out. They're going to break this action. That's going to be a point Kennedy.
7-0. Another dominant performance from Kennedy Blades. Now 23 years old. Final seconds tick away. We'll go to the second.
I'm calling it Nostradamus. We're looking at our gold medalist for the 2028 LA Games.
So tough to win Olympic gold, but she will definitely be in the conversation, no question.
This will be hard for me to justify since it's 7-0 after 1 round. However, I'm going to tell you, Larramendy is doing a very good job. she is wrestling here, she's at least making things difficult. She's making Kennedy work for some of these positions.
Better than some of the other opponents that we've seen Kennedy face at Real American Freestyle so far.
Larramendy's a great ambassador for the sport. She wants to be a commentator. She's a very solid wrestler in her own right. As I mentioned before, she's a national champion 3 times. She's placed top 3 at the national tournament. Quick shot there. There's a chest wrap there from Larramendy. The 4 is confirmed, and this one is over 11-0. And now Kennedy Blades, remaining undefeated in Real American Freestyle, the women's middleweight champion, has outscored her opponents 43-0. 43-0.
Is that the most points?
What's that?
Is that the most points for a wrestler so far at Real American Freestyle? We got to ask Willie about that on the stats.
Well, she's only wrestled 4 times.
Oh, I think Armin has
got the most points, but he's wrestled in more matches. Here's Mackenzie Mitchell.
The match is over with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in round number 2. Your winner by technical fall, the Real American Freestyle Women's Middleweight Champion, Kennedy Blades!
Kennedy Blades gets her arm raised with the victory as she will make her way over to jail.
In many ways, Larramendy saved the day. If it wasn't for her, you weren't going to have a match. It was a last-minute replacement. Can you tell us what happened in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, I remember Coach Izzy texted me, hey, Kennedy, get ready to wrestle and weigh in. And I was like, yeah, of course, like in my head. But I didn't realize my opponent, unfortunately, she got sick. So all prayers to her. But I'm so happy Reese was able to step in. You know, a year ago, I wasn't able to wrestle in the first Real American Freestyle due to NCAA rules. So I was so nervous I couldn't even wrestle in the 1-year anniversary. But thank you, Reese, so much for taking the match. And I'm just so happy to please here. God bless you all.
All right. Now, Kennedy, you're joined by a couple of other fellow Olympic medalists. Let me run down a couple of matches. Tell me what you think. Gable Stevenson versus Cassiope.
That's going to be a tough one. I literally have no idea.
Jordan Burroughs taking on Sean Brady.
Jordan, he's the GOAT. Like,
Henry Cejudo versus Merab.
I mean, I love them both, but I'm going to go with Henry.
You heard it from our champ, ladies and gentlemen, the winner once again, Kennedy Blades.
Kennedy Blades, such a bright future ahead, getting it done once again here in Real American Freestyle, showing some love to this crowd here in Cleveland. She is so fun to watch.